The David Tennant era of Doctor Who is not short of its issues. Now, one of those issues is the companions that love the Doctor. Now, we got, I think, two. I guess obviously there was a few other characters that took a liking to the Doctor in kind of more romantic way. But the main two that spring to mind, obviously, are Martha and then Rose. Now, while it is good every now and then to get that kind of one-sided, or kind of how it was with the Doctor and Rose, semi two-sided romantic relationship between the Doctor and companion, I think it's also really good for us not to have that, because we have it now with Yaz and the Doctor again, so we would be going into another one. Obviously, two of Russell's last companions had it, so I think it'd be much nicer if maybe at least we start off with a companion that doesn't romantically fall in love with the Doctor or find them romantically attractive or anything like that. Because I think a lot of people's favourite companion from the RTD era is Donna, and that's mine as well. And I think the reason for that is because it is just a friendly, fun relationship where you just see them have fun and act like friends. And there's a lot of jokes you can make and that they have with each other. And it is more just chilled out and it is more relaxed, and it does work better on screen, I feel. Definitely more so than a kind of romantic relationship. I think also the point of it is we know it's not going to go anywhere. So when we know there's no payoff, there's only so much you can invest in. Yeah, you can stand it, you can ship them, whatever, but you're not really fully invested in it, and you can't be, because it just can never go fully in. You can't ever fully commit to that. Another thing is revealing everything. Now, this is already slightly playing effect, but not that much. So we can't really tell just yet. But I think next month in November, when Shooty starts filming, we're definitely going to be able to see if this is going to be happening or not. So what I mean by revealing everything is revealing everything in filming. So, RTD said he's filming in public because Doctor Who, the community, the fandom is very active. A lot of people like talking in it, and it's not Marvel, it's not Star Wars. We can't just be kept in the dark, and we need food. The fandom needs to be fed. It can't just be based fully on secrecy like Chibnall's, and that I do agree with. But looking back at, RTD's original run, if we look to the Series 4 finale, when obviously Rose returns, that whole scene of her returning, the Doctor being shot and exterminated, was filmed publicly and people were there. And yeah, at the time, mobile phones weren't, massively a thing. But now, if they were, so, that would be everywhere. And yes, you can say, well, that's probably why they did it back then, because the threat was in Israel, they won't do it now. I'm hoping that's the case. I mean, we haven't seen a scene that's massively plot revealing or demanding yet. So that's pretty good. Maybe they probably do know that, and that's really why they've started putting up barricades and things, because they don't want people filming the really kind of big stuff. But I do hope that they do take that into account and they don't just purposely film massive plot revealing things in public, because plot twists and secrets do work as well. They do work in our favour. I think Sacha Dhawan being kept secret as the Master, I still remember as that as one of my most I really liked watching that on screen for the first time, and I think loads of other people did as well, because I didn't know, and it was really genuinely exciting, and it was a real buzz to be there, on the time in the community when that all happened. So I think something like that again it's a good idea. So they should try to keep something secret if they can. The next thing, kind of again, I guess, seeing as we were talking about finale, it kind of links in, is that finales in his era can feel a little bit rushed. Now, Passing of the Waves, perfect. That's fine. Doomsday, the Series 3 finale and the Series 4 finale all fall kind of a claim to this. They all fall under this kind of ring of being rushed. And I don't necessarily mean the setup being rushed at all, or there's not really much depth to the finales, because they all have a lot of depth. But by rushing, I mean the solution. We're going on, I guess you can see from Doomsday, suddenly, there's a whole Dalek war broken out, and then within the next 5 minutes it's all done, because they managed to put the Hoover on and suck them out. The next one, suddenly the Master's about to kill the whole world. It's everyone's going to know there's so much to deal with, and then within probably about 2 minutes it's all done. It's all been reversed, literally properly reversed. Series 4, massive Dalek Empire, what's going to happen? 2 Doctors, who knows, what the hell? Within 5 minutes, Earth's back home, other Doctors in a parallel universe, all done. There's this big kind of red button to just click done and reset and wrap it all up in about 5 minutes. Don't think they should do that. I think they need to spend more time. I think that ITD's writing probably has advanced even since Doctor Who. I think you can tell that from Years and Years. The finale in Years and Years didn't feel rushed. It felt very kind of built up to. It was it wasn't necessarily a slow finale, but there was a lot of different paced moments in that finale that helped string it out, but not string it out just like a long 5,000 words essay on your grandma's carpet. Like it was working, and he paced it perfectionly, I think. And I think that's something he needs to definitely look at when writing, and I guess in editing as well, the finales for his era, and his big kind of climaxes to his stories. The next thing is forced politics, and this hasn't shown up in his era. This is more talking about Chibnall's era, but we do see in Russell T Davies' era, and obviously his writing since, and just his public talking since. I mean, Christ, have you seen the man's Instagram recently? He is a very politically active person. Now, that's good. That means we can get some really great stories. I mean, look at Years and Years, look at It's a Sin, look at the stories we had from his era before. Some of the most really good ones are, they're politically kind of engaged and like politically led. But what we don't want is something, and I'm going to use Orphan 55 as an example here, we don't want something that forces it down your throat, and that's just not what we want. So if he is going to do politics, which I know he is, he needs to make sure it doesn't feel forced and it doesn't feel like fake or like he's trying to really push an agenda. It needs to be written well in his scripts like he did it before and like he did in Years and Years. The final thing is companions survive. Now, this can be true for, I guess, all eras. I don't agree with killing characters off just for the sake of killing them off because, we don't kill one off in a while, let's kill one off. I think if the situation is right, if you know they're not going to come back in any major capacity other maybe than like a flashback or, a cameo in the Doctor's Regeneration episode, you should consider killing them off. I think maybe, mid-series finales, depending how many companions you have, kill them off. Like, you could easily do that. I think a death does help. It raises the stakes a bit more. It kind of puts a spin on things, especially if it was mid-series. Even series finale, it can put a spin on things again. If you don't want to do something like that and you're thinking, I don't want to do it in a series finale, I don't want to do it mid-series finale, I really want to put a spin on things, and I don't want to have us left without a companion, I still want something really interesting going on, look to Sarah Jane. Series 2, first story, Maria's in it. Then she leaves. She leaves in the series opener. Do that. That could be really great for Doctor Who. That is a really great idea that I think they should run with. So those are just a couple of things that I think were not good necessarily in the first Tennant era and need working on for the second Tennant coming and, the second kind of RTD era. So if you like these kind of more slow and discussion videos, let me know down below, and I'm happy to do more of these, maybe even live if you want, with my camera on my face, because it's just pretty chill. We can get some nice lighting going on, we can just get the mic out, we can have a good time. So if that's something you're interested in, leave a like, leave a comment, especially so that I directly know that's what you want. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Join the Discord in the description if you can, if you want to. You don't have to. A few giveaways, a few events, it's fun. See you later, and bye bye.